Hi guys, so this is a brief update since I've come back from Hungary and Italy. Um, I wanted to tell you a few new things that I'm trying. I'm trying a mostly organic diet, so basically everything in my house now is organic, and if it's not, I'm just waiting to phase it out. I didn't want to throw everything out, but when I left the country, I was pretty much down to just a fridge full, so it wasn't that hard for me to go all organic. It is very pricey, but I think the downfall when I did the autoimmune paleo was that I didn't do organic, and they did find a genetic liver issue with detoxing for me. So if you have that issue, I recommend organic. I mean, I can't say for sure that it's making a difference, but it's definitely not making anything worse. Okay, so let me just go through what happened when I switched to all organic. So far, it's only been like 2 weeks. So I actually started getting more tired, and I couldn't figure out why. And then I realized it was actually because my magnesium level had kicked it up a notch, like extremely high. Not extremely high. I can't say that, but um I was supplementing the exact same amount of magnesium that I had been the entire time, that the entire like last 6 months, and I finally started getting too much magnesium. So this is a great sign. So I dropped my magnesium a little bit. I just stopped taking my nightly one, and so I got my energy back like right after that. So if you do decide to go on an all organic diet and just increase the amount of grains that you're eating, um, you might need to watch your magnesium because it might start to make you actually a little. It might start to throw off your levels. Okay, so another thing that I'm doing is I'm juicing because why not? Like everyone I know says juicing is like the best thing they've ever done. So I am juicing, and the reason I stopped juicing before was because it is incredibly draining to constantly wash out the juicer. So now I've come up with a system. It might be disgusting to you, but what I do is I juice something, I drink it, and I rinse the juicer out with just water. I don't get in there. I get it before it starts caking on there. Literally just wash the whole thing out with water, and then that's it. The whole thing takes me like 6 minutes. But you gotta scrub the little thing in the middle. I'll show you. You gotta scrub this thing out. And mine came with a brush. So you brush it, and that takes probably the most amount of time. That probably takes like 2 minutes max. It might not even be 6 full minutes, but so far that works for me because like drinking the juice gives me a little bit of energy, so I use energy to wash it, and that's been working out for me so far. Another thing about the diet, when I did the autoimmune paleo, they say that it's supposed to be very low sugar, but I found pretty much everything still involved a lot of fruit, and the fruit was messing me up because of the sugar in it. So for you guys with Lyme, if you haven't already, I highly recommend cutting sugar out of your diet, including fruit. Just trying it out. Actually, everyone should just try it out. See how your body is reacting to sugar. I was very, very sensitive to it. I'm still very, very sensitive to it. So when I went back on this diet, I wanted to do like another take of autoimmune paleo diet. And what I did was I kept some of the grains. I kept like rice. I kept some other things like potatoes. I mean, I don't really eat a lot of potatoes, but some filling foods I left in there because otherwise I would just be starving all the time. And coconut doesn't like me either, so a lot of the recipes call for coconut and like all this other stuff that I just can't eat. So I kept that, like zucchini. I kept that in there. What was I saying? Yeah, so when I'm back on the autoimmune paleo diet, but not like a whole different version of it. Like it's more geared towards like a Lyme diet where it's less sugar. So the reason my Vitamix or whatever the hell it's called is sitting on the shelf getting dusty is because you really can't make anything without fruit in that thing. You just can't. So it's so so my juicer is back on the table, and I've been using it for vegetables. So for me, I've been watching like how the vegetables affect me, and for some reason peppers really like me. Like if I juice peppers, it like gives me like a burst of energy. I don't know why. I have no idea, and it doesn't make me crash the way regular sugar does or fruit sugar. So if you guys have like a fructose malabsorption, look into sweet peppers because they're a little sweet, but I don't think they have fructose in them. But double check that because I just made it up. Okay. Also, also, I cut chocolate out of my diet because as much as I love it and as much as I like to pretend that it's a detoxing agent, because it's got antioxidants, it messes with my sleep. And I know that. I just really like chocolate, so didn't want to get rid of it. So what I did was, I got these bad boys. Now this is my sugar. So when I crave sugar, I eat this. Well, after I try a juice first. If that doesn't fill me up, then I'll eat these. And the good thing about these are I can eat them at night because there's no caffeine. So if I do crash from the sugar, it will, I eat them around my bedtime. So if you're craving chocolate and you want to try a diet out where you just cut out all types of caffeine, then try these. These are, they're not like, it's not the same as chocolate, but it's whatever. It's pretty good. These are not organic, by the way. I don't even know if they sell organic versions of these, but they just don't make me crash as bad. I think because there's not as much sugar in that as there is in fruit. Like regular fruit just has so much freaking sugar in it. Okay. Juicing, blah blah blah. Another thing, in Hungary, all the food tasted phenomenal. Like the tomatoes had so much flavor. Everything just tasted so good. Even the eggs tasted different. Like way better, way different color, everything. So that's really what spawned this whole thing. I'm like, if everything tastes different, what the hell's in our food in the US? So anyway, also when I was there, everyone drinks mineral water, and they're like, oh, mineral water, blah blah blah, and I'm like, I don't think we have this in the US. They're like, oh, you definitely have it. I'm like, I don't think we do, but I don't know. I mean, we have like electrolyte water, and we have like spring water, but it's kind of hard to find mineral water, at least in New Jersey. So I noticed the water there was actually making me twitch, and it was amazing. Like whenever I would get tired, I would start drinking the mineral water with the sparkling mineral water, and I would feel better. And I was like, what the hell's in this? And they're like, it's just minerals. And I was like, I need this in my life. So I bounced around from Hungary. I went to Italy, and the water wasn't the same there. It didn't give the same effect, even though Italy's kind of known for their mineral water. It didn't have the same effect. So, but I did find one that came close to the effect to get like a little bit of the twitching, and that's this. If you have issues with sodium, I don't recommend this because I'm pretty sure it's got sodium in it. It's just awesome. It's the closest I've come so far. I even tried the still version from Whole Foods, and that didn't do it for me. it didn't do it. I just had it now actually, and I was like waiting for the twitching, and it didn't happen. So I think there's something in this. Besides, I mean, I know there's minerals in it, but I think there's something in this particular brand that the other ones don't come close to yet that I've noticed. I mean, I'll keep searching because it's getting kind of pricey. So, and that's all for today.